Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the Fresno County Veteran Service Office YouTube series. My name is David Rose and I'm the Fresno County Veteran Service Officer. And today's topic is going to be on VA disability claims. And at the end, I hope you have a better understanding of what is needed from the VA and how the process works. First, I must describe to you what a disability is. A disability for VA purposes is any injury or illness that is incurred or aggravated by military service and continues to be a problem. The in-service incident, which I'll talk more about later, can be physical, emotional, or chronic wear and tear. And in many cases, it's not necessary for it to be recorded in your treatment records. For example, hearing loss or ringing in the ears, or maybe something that causes a mental health problem. Those are still able to be filed for without having, it's just determined by your job and other scenarios surrounding the claim. There are 3 elements that are crucial to a successful VA disability claim. Number 1, you have to have proof of a chronic disability, and it can be from any doctor or clinic, doesn't have to be from the VA, or otherwise the VA will not agree that you have a problem. Number 2, an in-service incident that the veteran believes caused their disability. Most helpful if this is recorded in their service treatment records, but it isn't always there, and that's where the Fresno County office is most helpful in navigating the process to help develop that in-service incident for a successful claim. Lastly, a medical opinion given by a doctor contracted by the VA to confirm and examine your disability. So I'm going to go over those 3 again. You have to have a chronic disability proven on a medical document, an in-service incident that more likely than not caused that disability, and an examination by a neutral doctor to confirm it. Those 3 things. Then the process is it goes through a rating decision, and the end result is an award letter that is mailed to the veteran that gives them their level of service-connected compensation. If a claim is denied, there are several ways to overturn a denial. And what's key is that we had a new Appeals Modernization Act in 2019 that changes the whole landscape of filing, reopening, and doing appeals. Number 1, new evidence is all that's needed to reopen a denied claim, as long as it's relative to the condition, and we can keep it at the local level and get a pretty quick turnaround. The second option is if we think it's an airtight case, but somehow the VA made a mistake in developing this claim, we send it for a higher level review, which is only done in 2 regional offices in the United States. It takes about 6 months for that. And the third, but one of the best options, is our new appeal system. So the appeal, we have quick ones and not so quick ones. The direct review is where we send it directly to a judge who reviews it by federal law and grants or denies the claim. And the second one is where we add new evidence and send it to a judge. And the third one is when the veteran requests an in-person or virtual hearing where he gets to speak directly to the judge about his case. By far, the best turnaround has been the direct review. They're very favorable, and we are really liking the quick turnaround, and so are the veterans. I'm going to tell you some other stuff. We've been talking about direct service connection where you have the 3 elements. Well, there's other ways of increasing or getting a higher rate of service connection, and that would be by filing secondary conditions. And I'll give you an example. If your right knee is service connected because you jumped out of airplanes and you hurt it in the service, and 5 years later it's affecting your left knee, well, we can file a claim for a secondary condition which pays the same and is rated the same as if it was a direct service connection. Increases. Not a lot of people know this, but once you've won the battle of service connection and you're rated at anywhere between 0 to 100% and your condition worsens, we simply file a claim for increase. And the new exam will determine if it is worse or not, and then your rating will soon follow. I talked about previously denied claims earlier. We have new improved rating decisions that tell us exactly why it was denied. And with that knowledge, we can overcome it if possible in order to get a win for the veteran. And the last but definitely not least is presumptive claims. These are totally different because they're based on a geographical region or a time that you served in the service. There's Agent Orange presumptive claims, there's Gulf War syndrome, and there's also Camp Lejeune contaminated water. You have to have one of the listed conditions that's on my website, and you have to show that you were in service during that time, and you automatically get service connected. That's why it's called presumptive. And by far that has been used for Vietnam veterans for many, many years and Gulf War veterans now. You can check out our website too, like I said, for more on that. So having explained all that to you, I want to also say, why is it important that you contact the Fresno County Veteran Service Office so we can file claims on your behalf? And the reason is, although what I've said is pretty straightforward, we know exactly what the VA needs in order to reopen, increase, or overturn a denial, or get your first claim approved. And we do that by getting it all together, a fully developed claim, before we submit it to the VA. And that has proven to be a 75% greater turnout than when veterans file on their own. And it all starts with a simple call to the Fresno County Veteran Service Office to schedule an interview. So for any more assistance, please contact us. Thank you very much.